Hello sir, we are from group 4 and today we're going to explain part of speech. The participant of group 4 is Amanda Ravelia, Angelica Fiorentina Lavinia, Bayu Melino, Christina Tia, Stephanie Rosalyn, Stephen Joshua, and Jamie Wantik. Number 1 is noun or kata benda. What is noun? A word except a pronoun that identifies a person, place or thing, or names one of them proper noun. For the example, person is man, woman, teacher, John, and Mary. The place is home, office, town, countryside, and America. And the thing is table, car, banana, money, music, love, dog, and monkey. The problem with the simple definition above is that it does not explain why love is a noun, but can also be a verb. Another way of recognizing a noun is by its. The first is ending, the second is position, and the third is function.
Number 1, noun ending. There are certain word endings that show that a word is a noun. For example, number 1, ITY is nationality. Number 2, month is appointment. Number 3, NAS is happiness. Number 4, Asian is relation. Number 5, hood is childhood. But this is not true for the word endings of all nouns. For example, the noun spoonful ends in full, but the adjective careful also ends in full. Number 2, next slide. Number 2, position in sentence. We can often recognize a noun by its position in the sentence. Number 1, nouns often come after a determiner. A determiner is a word like a, an, the, this, my, and such. For example, I relieve, an afternoon, the doctor, this word, my house, and such stupidity. Number 2, nouns often come after one or more adjectives. For example, number 1, a great relief, a peaceful afternoon, the tall Indian doctor, this difficult word, my brown and white house, and such crass stupidity. Slide. Number 3, functions in a sentence. Nouns have certain functions or jobs in a sentence. For example, number 1, subject of verb is doctors work hard. Number 2, object of verb is he likes coffee. Number 3, subject and object of verb is teachers teach students. But the subject or object of a sentence is not always a noun. It could be a pronoun or a phrase. In the sentence, my doctor works hard. The noun is a doctor, but the subject is my doctor.
Verb atau kata kerja. Verb is a word that describes an action, condition, or experience of something. Penggunaan atau usage. With this time difference, the verb also changes for its condition. Its verb usually has their forms verb 1, verb 2, verb 3. The longer the number, the more past tense the verb in itself is. Not only verb 1 and 3, there are also in verb that are used to describe an action that is currently being carried out. Verb 1 atau past present. The first form of the verb is called verb 1 or present. This verb is the original form of the verb at or infinitive, which is usually used in simple present tense sentence. This verb form is the same as the original verb form, but always and in, is, for the died person, singular subject. He, she, it. In the simple present tense. Example, sleep and sleeps, watch and wait, what, go in goes. Next slide.
Verb to or past. The second form of the verb is called verb what, verb to, or past. This usually an asset in sample past tense sentence. When do you use the second verb? When an action or action taken is past or past. Is in inside by the of times information such last night, yesterday, 3 years ago, soon. Soon. The second verb is at the or eight. Form the first verb, but I can else can can the form of different letter. Therefore, the second verb can be said to be two. What the only at D or eight are called regular verb. Well, the change of letter is the verb is called an irregular verb. Example of regular verb: assessment, call or called, clean or cleaned, enjoy, enjoyed, fun or funed, talk or talked. Example of irregular verb: begin or begin, ate or ate, speak or spoke, take or took, find or found, live or life. Next slide. Verb 3 or past participle. Actually, the second and third verb are partially and the same. In fact, many verb have the exact same word with both forms. The right form of the verb is used for the tense and passive voice sentence, similar to verb 2. Verb 3 is also divided in regular verb and irregular verb. Come on, check out an example below. Next slide. Example of regular verb: study or studied or studied, work or worked or worked, walk or walked or walked, phone or phoned or phoned, prank or pranked or pranked. Example of irregular verb: go or when or gonna, drying or drunk or drunk, write or wrote or written, ate or eaten, speak or spoke or spoken, take or took or taken. Also read this descriptive text in English definition and example. Next slide. Verb in. In the as of verb ending in the ing, the grammar asset is the continuous tense, alias the is currently ongoing. In its as, this verb form is preceded by the auxiliary verb be, is, am, are, was, and were. Example, walk or walking, sing or singing, talk or talk, write or write, play or playing, run or running, smoke or smoking, take or take, wait or wait. Thank you.
And the next one, I will explain about pronouns. Pronouns is any of a small set of words in a language that are used as substitutes for nouns or noun phrases and whose referents are named or understood in the context. The function of pronouns is, the first is subject pronouns. Subject pronouns digunakan untuk menggantikan kata orang atau benda pada posisi subjek. Misalnya, are you, we, they, she, is, it. Selanjutnya, second is object pronouns. Object pronouns menggantikan orang atau benda pada posisi objek. Jadi me, you, us, them, her, him. The third is possessive adjective. Nah, di posisi possessive adjective ini tidak digunakan untuk menggantikan kata benda atau orang, melainkan untuk memberikan penjelasan sederhana tentang sifat kepemilikan suatu benda. Jadi karena possessive adjective ini menjelaskan tentang kepemilikan suatu benda, maka rumus dari possessive adjective ini yaitu possessive adjective plus noun. Jadi dalam possessive adjective ini harus diikuti dengan a noun atau kata benda. For example, subject pronouns-nya I, possessive adjective-nya menjadi my, ditambah noun, misalnya menjadi my book, your book, our books, their books, her book, his book. Selanjutnya, the fourth is possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns digunakan sebagai kata ganti kepemilikan. Berbeda dengan possessive adjective, tadi kalau di possessive adjective diharuskan untuk diikuti oleh kata benda atau noun. Dalam possessive pronouns ini tidak dapat diikuti oleh kata benda sendiri, karena sudah dirangkap menjadi satu menjadi possessive pronouns. Misalnya subject pronouns-nya I, possessive adjective-nya mine, possessive pronouns-nya menjadi mine. For example, it's my money menjadi it's mine, it's your money menjadi it's yours, it's our money menjadi it's ours, dan lain sebagainya. Fifth is reflexive pronouns. Misal, reflexive pronouns berfungsi menjelaskan sesuatu yang dilakukan kepada diri sendiri. Subject pronouns-nya I, object pronouns-nya me, reflexive pronouns-nya menjadi myself. Contoh, for example, is for example, I get myself a job. You get yourself a job. We get ourselves jobs. They get themselves a job. She gets her job, herself job. He gets himself job. Next slide. Berikut merupakan tabel dari subject pronoun, object pronoun, possessive adjective, possessive pronouns, dan reflexive pronouns. Di sini subject pronoun tadi kan digunakan untuk menggantikan kata orang atau benda menjadi subjek. Ada I, you, she, he, it, we, they. Dari I, you, she, he itu merupakan singular. I, you, she, he, it itu merupakan singular dan they merupakan plural. Objektif pro-nya, objek pronoun yaitu me, you, her, him, it, us, them. Jadi objektif pronoun ini digunakan untuk menggantikan kata benda atau orang dalam posisi objek. Misalnya kita ambil contoh kalimatnya, Emily knows me, Emily knows you, Emily knows us, Emily knows them, like that. Next, possessive adjective. Tadi possessive, di sini sorry ada typo. Tadi possessive adjective digunakan untuk menjelaskan sifat kepemilikan suatu benda dan harus diikuti oleh a noun. Misal di sini ada possessive pronouns ada I menjadi misalnya my book, your book, our books, and then seterusnya. Next is possessive pronouns. Berbeda dengan possessive adjective tadi, kalau possessive adjective harus diikuti oleh noun, sedangkan possessive pronouns itu tidak dapat diikuti oleh nouns. I menjadi mine. Possessive adjective tadi my berubah jadi mine. Possessive adjective your berubah menjadi yours. Adjektifnya her menjadi hers. Tadi sudah saya sebutkan sebagai contoh kalimatnya, misalnya kayak it's my money menjadi it's mine. Jadi possessive adjective dan a noun-nya digabungkan menjadi satu dan muncullah possessive pronoun gitu. Selanjutnya yang terakhir adalah tabel reflexive pronouns. Bisa kita ambil tadi sudah saya jelaskan tadi contoh kalimatnya, jadi I get myself a job. You get yourself a job. We get ourselves a job. My cat licks its health. Like that.
My name is Stephen Joshua, NIM 2171650059. Adjective atau kata sifat. What is adjective? Adjective are sentences that explain nouns or pronouns, or perhaps more familiarly referred to as adjective. Adjective also function to modify, make slight change, measure or quantify, to provide more information about a noun or pronoun. Adjectives that are usually familiar or we often encounter in daily reading and conversation can be classified into several categories. Example for taste is spicy, delicious, sour, and salty. For touch is soft, smooth, soft, and silky. Basically, adjective always come before the noun they are trying to explain. Adjective can be placed arbitrarily in a sentence. If there are more than two adjectives that try to explain the noun, then there is a certain order that must be fulfilled in writing. For example, determinant or article, more than quantity, more than opinion, more than size, age, more than shape, color, origin, material purpose, and noun as adjective plus noun described. Example, one is rock childhood. Rock and childhood is adjective and noun described. Two is big antique oval wooden desk. Big is more than antique, oval, and wooden and desk. Is size, age, shape, material, and noun described. Adjective doesn't have a plural form and can be placed directly after a verb. For example, is three beautiful doctors is true and three beautiful doctors is false. Thank you.
Okay, now I want to explain about adverb. There are 6 types of adverbs. 1, adverb of manner. Adverb of manner is an adverb that describes how or in what way an activity is done. Example, briefly, amazingly, badly, carefully, and shyly. 2, adverb of meaning. Adverb of meaning is an adverb that describes where an action or event occurs. Example, anywhere, below, here, in, above. 3, adverb of time. Adverb of time is an adverb that describes when an action or event occurs. Example, already, before, daily, ever, fortnightly, just, and late.
4. A verb of frequency. A verb of frequency is a verb that describes how often an action or even occurs. Example: sometimes, always, never, usually, often, hardly ever. 5. A verb of digress. A verb of digress is a verb that describes the digress action or event occurs. Example: almost, just, less, incredibly, party, totality. 6. A verb of question. A verb of question is a verb that is explained in the form of a question word. Example: when, where, how. Oke, baik, terima kasih. Sekian hasil presentasi kelompok kami dari kelompok 4.